The 68th January, March, monsoon, mountainous, here, sing.
A Swiss scientist claims to have found an extraterrestrial baby that was abandoned in the Brazilian jungle. Dr. Burton Spiller said the tot appears to be 14 to 16 months old and is in surprisingly good health. The boy bears some resemblance to a human baby, but his pointed ears, colorless eyes, and tube-like nose strongly suggest that his parents and ancestors did not come from this planet. This is the scientific find of the century, Dr. Spiller told reporters in the Amazon River city of Inori. This child is living proof that intelligent life exists somewhere other than Earth. For reasons we may not ever understand, someone has delivered him to us. Dr. Spiller says he found the baby in a jungle clearing on July 14. The anthropologist originally thought the strange-looking baby might be deformed or retarded, but once the child recovered from hunger and exposure, it became clear that he was the healthy offspring of a non-human being. Manhattan, Kansas. A pilot and 3 passengers escaped certain death at the bottom of a ravine today when their plane landed in a pasture and slammed into a cow. The cow saved our lives, said pilot John Lozano. The plane struck an 800-pound Hereford before it hit the bottom of a ravine near Manhattan, Kansas. The cow limped away. Mr. Lozano commented, "I love cows."
Madam is served.
Thank you. Will you excuse me, please? May I have your attention, please? Before we move into the dining room, I'd like to propose a toast to Gnu friends. Shall we? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
I thought I was gonna die. Then I pulled it off. I tucked it.
Air, 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 air is everywhere. Air is everywhere. Air is everywhere. I can't tell you how to bone your board. I can't tell you how to bone your board. A bad bone is a good bone. A bad bone is a good bone.
Dateline, Indonesia. Man goes naked for 50 years. A kooky carpenter named Ako has never worn a stitch of clothes since the day he was born, 50 years ago. My body will itch very badly if I wear clothes or a sarong, said the buck-naked bachelor. I break out in a terrible rash that drives me crazy. His friends and neighbors in the tiny village of Kalampang, Indonesia, have reluctantly accepted Ako's bizarre lifestyle. He's the only carpenter we've got, said produce merchant Nazrul Waspada. Besides, he doesn't have anything we haven't seen since he was a day old. Ako cried his eyes out as a baby whenever his mother put clothes on him, according to neighbor Yayasan Dia.
Well, my name is MCAT and I'm here to play. We're along with our friends on this quite sunny day. We are out in the woods, we are jumping this thing. Everything that I love is something that I sing. I was looking around and I see a chairlift. I see people eating lunch and I see he has no clip. I was thinking, I was drinking, I was making this song. I've been thinking, I've been drinking, but I know it's too long. The jump we get is quite very high. We are skying very nicely and we want to die. We are trying, we are flying so high. Up in the sky we want to die. Die, 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 die.
Hello, snowboarders. Does the wind and sun bother your skin? For years, I've sympathized with patients who are forced to live with the pain and embarrassment of theirs. Medicine has been of no real help for many people. Let me explain that this revolutionary approach involves a relatively new field of bioenergetics. This has to do with the energy system of the body and how it affects how peppy you feel.
I just came down the hugest wave. It was like Waimea Bay. The water, you could almost hear the ocean crashing.
But today, because of my new discovery, the sufferer can finally receive the help he or she has been hoping for. As one sufferer related to me, I couldn't go swimming or wear dresses because I was so ashamed and embarrassed. I went to doctors and dermatologists, used creams, took shots, slept in plastic suits, but there was no change. Then I started Dr. Joe Solo's program, and early in August, I was clear.
The snow we see is our very own. There's nobody here. We are homegrown. I come from a place and there is for others. We're the homeboys from Gig Harbor and we ride pack west. We are the very best in the Northwest. We are here, we are in Canada today. We are filming somewhere that's secret, I say. I got all my friends and we got new sticks. We fly so high, we make others sick. Sick. I don't know which way you go. I'm gonna launch this jump off in the snow. You better shut up, homie. See, I'm rapping this rap. I know that I did because don't give me no rap.
We're all born ignorant, and for a time must live in ignorance. But always remember this. Anyone who remains ignorant has only himself to blame.
It was a glowing, saucer-shaped object. We were never so scared in our lives. It was even more terrifying when 3 little gray-skinned men with huge heads came out of that thing and grabbed us. We couldn't do anything because we were somehow frozen, couldn't move a muscle. The creatures seemed to talk to us without opening their mouths, and they scolded us for not taking better care of our teeth. Then they said one of my back teeth would have to come out, and suddenly, Popo, they yanked it out like nothing. There was no pain at all.
Chris Carroll is one of the hottest snowboarders in the world. To reach such a high level of skill in this sport demands time and repetition. Your body must learn how to stay balanced on the board. Nothing will teach you better than getting out and doing it as often as possible. Teaching often relies on words to explain a function. This satisfies your thinking mind, but when you actually try to use these words, your body can get very confused. The main difference between Chris's snowboarding ability and yours is Chris has a very clear image in his mind which he uses on every turn. There are no words telling him how to turn, only pictures and feelings. This program is designed to help establish a clear picture in your mind. As you begin to trust it, your snowboarding ability will improve. If you are serious about learning, watch this tape alone. Eliminate all outside distractions. The best time for viewing is just before sleep or going out to snowboard.
Hi, my name's Chris Carroll, and I'm at the Gnu Snowboard farm on Mount Hood. We're doing this video to show you how to snowboard. We're going to try and stay away from the typical talk-a-lot instruction video. What we want to do is provide you with a positive visual image so that you can rely on this whenever you're riding, whether it's conscious or not. If you go off a jump or go into a turn, you'll always have this image in your head, and you can rely on it. So without a whole lot of talk, let's get on with visual image. It's a well-acknowledged fact that a large number of sports injuries are due to tight muscles. A couple minutes of stretching before riding can be well worth the effort. These are some of the stretches that I do. Be careful not to stretch beyond your limits. Now I'm loose. A level head is the primary source for basic balance. Stand up right now and try this stance. This is neutral. All maneuvers start from here. This position can always be used to regain your balance. Toe turns. Use your knees to sink into your turn. Use your knees. Sink into the turn. Drive your front hand down through the turn. Use your knees to sink into your turn. Sink into the turn. Drive your front hand down through the turn. Heel turns. Sink your hips into the turn. Keep your upper body over the board. Drive your back hand down through the turn. Sink your hips into the turn. Keep your upper body over the board. Drive your back hand down through the turn. Weight transfer. The weightless moment between each turn is when you shift your weight. Here. 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 pat the dog. Don't pat the dog is another way of saying don't drag your hands. Dragging your hand through a turn doesn't serve any particular function. Any weight that is on your hand is weight that could be on your edge. Notice how I drive my hands through the turns. Wide turns. Commit your entire body into the turn. Dive into it. Stay low. Be powerful. Commit your entire body into the turn. Dive into it. Stay low. Be powerful. Tight turns. Push your knees through the turns. Keep your upper body quiet. Push your knees through the turns. Keep your upper body quiet. Bumps. Start with a slow rhythm. Float your head and suck the bumps up with your knees. Float your head. Suck the bumps up with your knees.
This show is over, but your learning has just begun. Now, push the rewind button and play it again. Repetition is where it's at.